Good morning. Good Monday morning, March 31st. Wow. Last day of March, last day of the first quarter. Yeah. How you guys doing this morning? See what's happening. Yeah. How was your weekend? We got a little snow. Come on, man. Yeah. So let me see here. We'll see what's up live. Get on here. I need some music intro or something. Thunderstruck. Get people going. Good morning, Bubba Hogan. Good to see you. What is happening? How was your weekend? Dave Howard. Woo. Yeah. 8 a.m. Monday. 8 a.m. Eastern on Monday. Yeah. Good morning, Dave. Yeah. How was your weekend? We endured the snow. We knew a ton. Other than that cornhole tournament I was the champion of in the lower bracket. But hey, a win's a win, baby. A win's a win. Guys like, oh, we got to hear about this again. Who's jumping on here? Bubba, you're the lucky winner today. It keeps telling me Bubba Hogan is watching. Bubba Hogan is watching. I know. Wendy's off the hook. So, yeah, good to see you guys. What is happening? Check on Instagram, all the stuff. See who's out there today. Roy Dahl is here. Good morning, Roy. Not watching the replay today. Up and at 'em. I know, you're usually at the gym. Yeah, good to see you guys. How we doing today? Scale of 1 to 10. Popping in there. Tony Botai is coming out firing this morning. Good to see you. Yeah, watch out. And here's Rachel coming in. Carmen is here. Look out. Up early on the West Coast. Good to see you. Yeah. Did a little marketing yesterday, a little cold outreach to people. I did my part, guys. Reached out to 30 different people yesterday just to say, hey, what's going on? Maybe I can help you with your business. How are things? Hey, we chatted a while back. Is it time to jump back on a call? That kind of stuff. Doing the things, right? I'm not going to just sit up here and be a talking head, tell you guys what to do. And it took me a little while. It wasn't 30 minutes. It was a lot more than that. But in 30 bits of outreach, whether it was an email or a text or a Facebook message or an Instagram message, I booked 3 calls of people that want to have a conversation. So that's a 10% comebacker. So I'll take that all day long. Maybe I'll do 100 today. Good morning, Dave Saperco. Good to see you. It is going to be an amazing day, Carmen. Yeah, definitely a 9.5 for Dave Howard. Never below that. You guys got to get some of that Dave Howard, right? It's just good perspective. Dude's always rocking. Yeah. Good to see you guys. What's happening? What's on your mind? What do you got? What do you got for wins, losses, struggling with? Yeah, day 7 of the prospecting playbook that I put together to keep us on track, inspired by one Rachel Berlin. Said, hey, how about some stuff on prospecting? So here we go. This is one of my favorites, and Wendy is on it today, just posting the 30-minute strategy call link. If you think I can help you, hop in there. Go Duke. Dave, I like Duke. I like Cooper Flag, but, man, it's pulling at my 1983 or 84. Can't remember what year. Houston Cougars, Phi Slamma Jamma. I might even be able to still recite the starting 5. I think there was, of course, Akeem Olajuwon, Clyde Drexler, Alvin Franklin, Benny Anders, Larry Mishaw, who played for the Celtics briefly. Benny Anders, man, that guy, he would annihilate the rim. Those guys were Phi Slamma Jamma, and there were a couple other characters on there that I'm forgetting. But they were my favorite then, and they lost to NC State when Lorenzo Charles dunked it over Akeem. I don't know if any of you guys remember that. I'm dating myself now, but that's a classic game. And I think that was the one where is that the one where Jimmy V was running around the court? So anyway, yeah, dating myself. I'm old, guys. But so a bit of a Houston Cougars fan. But geez, Duke, you got Cooper Flagg playing for Duke. He's a Mainer. I mean, going to be a good game. We'll give it a watch either way. So I haven't watched too much so far, but yeah, go Duke. Yeah, looks like Dave's on here. Care Partners of Southwest Florida. Good to see you. So today, I am old. Not as old as you, though, I don't think. Yeah, that was a memory. Yeah, I want to talk today about how to qualify and disqualify leads fast. In other words, we're not messing around. Time is valuable. We've only got so much time in the course of a day, week, year, whatever. And not every lead is a good lead. Agree? Yes. Thank you. If you're spending time chasing people who can't afford you or aren't serious or aren't your ideal client, you're not prospecting. You're just babysitting. You're just creating activity. The pros, the people that are great at sales, know how to quickly filter that stuff. Filter out who's worth their time and who's not. Now, that might not sound that great, and I wouldn't say that to anybody, but that's the truth. Is it worth your time or not? We're trying to create activity here, right? But what if I told you your calendar isn't full because you're chasing the wrong people, not because you need more leads? Right? Chasing the wrong people. Great prospectors qualify fast. They're in, they're out. Are we working together or aren't we? In not so many words. They ask the right questions early, have no problem walking away from the wrong fit because they know in some ways it's the law of large numbers. So today, I want to take a few minutes and show you how to save some hours, save some frustration each week by learning how to qualify and disqualify leads in minutes. Dave says quality, not quantity. Yeah, right. Because your next level isn't found by talking to more people. It's found by talking to the right people. So how do we talk to the right people? And what is disqualifying? Yeah, Rachel, who's not your customer? Know who is not your customer. That's important too. We talked about the ideal client profile last week. So we can kind of flip that script. That automatically outlines who's our not ideal, right? Not ideal client. So what does disqualifying really mean? I mean, it's not rude. It's respectful for both of you. I want to respect your time. I want to respect mine. You're protecting your time and theirs. It allows you to focus on the follow-up and do things, put your energy where it matters. So I've got what I call the 3 fit filters here. You don't need a full discovery call, 30 to 45 minutes to spot a bad fit, do you? Early in the conversation, ask some of these questions. How about this is three fits: need, budget, and timing. A need fit, a budget fit, and a timing fit. Well, let's see if they need you. Do they have a clear problem for you to solve? What's their need? Do they have a need that you can meet? Budget fit. This is a big one. Can they afford your offer or service? Can they afford you? And then lastly, timing. When are they looking to handle it? When are they looking to solve this problem? And does that fit your schedule? Can you even meet that? So if you get 2 solid yeses, it's likely a good lead. If you can meet their need and they got the budget, boom, it's probably a good lead, probably worth a conversation. If they have the budget and the timing, probably a good lead. If not, if it's a 1 or a 0, don't chase. So get 3 of those things. 2 out of 3, a need, budget, timing. Just remember that. Nothing else today. Remember that. Look for those things early. And you know how to do that. We'll talk more about how to do that. It's about asking qualifying questions, right? But you don't want to sound like a robot. Hey, so tell me a little bit more about this. We don't want that. You're not an interrogator. You don't have a list of, if you have a script, that's fine, but work through it in your own voice. Don't want to sound like a robot. We're not interrogating people here. Just keep it conversational. Where are you right now with this? So one of my questions I'll ask people is, hey, just curious, are you just kind of collecting information, or are you looking to sign up and get on with someone's schedule? Sign up with someone to get on their schedule. See, I'm rusty. That kind of flushes out we're kind of talking to a few different people. Oh, great. Well, super. So how can I help you the most today? Well, we wanted to know X. Script, not scripted. Yeah, exactly. Another way to say that, is this something you're actively working on or just exploring? Another one that pops up a lot is, do you have a budget in mind for this? I don't love that one. I've altered that to this because it's less invasive. Hey, have you given any thought to a budget on this project? I didn't really ask their budget. I just kind of asked them. They might say, they might get me and go, yeah, and that's it. But more often than not, they'll kind of give you their, well, if we can get it done for less than this, boom. Or, hey, the guy down the street said it would be about this. Or the other two guys we talked to said it might be around here. Lastly, how soon are you looking to move forward with a solution? Timing, right? So this stuff gives you insight without pressure, guys. It also demonstrates that you're a pro. You're not desperate. You're coming from a place of wanting to solve their problem. And then we want to let go of the poor fits quickly. We're not going to waste a lot of time with them. If it's not a match, let them go. If they ghost or balk at your pricing, keep dodging timelines. Hey, we're going to get together next Tuesday, talk about this. Just send, maybe it's a polite message. Hey, it sounds like now might not be the right time. If that changes, I'm happy to reconnect. Wishing you all the best as you move forward. Mike Rudolph, good to see you. I'm talking about how to qualify leads fast. I don't have to talk fast when I'm doing it, but I guess it just naturally does that. So today I would challenge you this. Write down your 3 green light criteria. Like, hey, if I see one or two of these 3 things, okay, we're going to move forward. And I'd ask you this, based on your business, what makes someone a great client? And you should know that, even if you just think about it. But is it budget? Is it timeline? Is it attitude? That could change too, because, hey, if you just lost a project that was going to take 3 months and you need something for April 1, then someone with a quick timeline would be an ideal client, probably. They certainly would move to the top of the list. Rachel asked a question. She said, Bob, how do you feel about having pricing brackets on a company website to address budget? I love it. Absolutely love it. And I think it should be on every website. And it can just be an example. I'll use, we'll take a remodeling site, for instance. And so that good, better, best. So here's a bathroom we did. Boom. This one landed between 28 and 32,000. This next one up, people do, this was 45, 50,000. And then if you want to really go the distance, it's 75 to 100, whatever it was, you can do that. That way you've at least created that expectation that it's certainly not 10 or 15 grand. We washed out all those people, right, that think they're going to get a bathroom for 10 or 15 grand, whatever it is. I don't know where it is, where you're at, but I'm just saying. And it's very easy if you're selling a service. If you're brokering a service like Dave is, that's very easy to do, to just display the details of how they move forward, because it automatically qualifies and disqualifies people. So yeah, I'm a big fan of that. Just do it in the right way. And don't put like, hey, here's Fred and Wilma. They spent 17,000 with us. It's just it shows transparency too. So, and it allows people to get through that, like, oh, wow, guess this is going to cost more than 10K. So, great question. I would say also create a fast filter question that you ask them. Pick one qualifying question you'll ask on your next convo or DM. So my go-to is, hey, and I mentioned it before. Hey, just a quick question. Where are you at in the process? Are you just kind of gathering information, or are you looking to sign up with someone and get on their schedule? Well, my wife told me to get 3 numbers. Whatever. They'll start talking. And just be quiet. Just be quiet and let them answer. Carmen says, we use pricing on our website and the prospect tells us they love the clarity. Yeah. Is there anyone else that has pricing on their website? Yeah. Good stuff. It's good stuff. I mean, who could argue, right? Oh, well, my competition's going to see it. Get over yourself. Right? They don't care. Nobody cares. Oh, it's above market rate. Be the market. Set the market rate. Deliver a great experience. So then I would challenge you today also to audit your current pipeline. Who is worth pursuing, and who do you need to stop chasing? Because if you stop chasing somebody, you've got time to chase someone else, to pour into someone else. Yeah, Mike Rudolph agrees. Roy agrees. Good. So there's no prize for talking to the most people, guys. I've tried it. I did 500 one time, 500 little videos. Hey, let me tell you about my new coaching business. Didn't work. It was kind of creepy, right? It's like, I don't like this. Somebody told me to do it. I'm like, I don't like this at all. Guess how many calls I booked? 0. Well, like, hey, man, I'm going to try everything, right? So the prize on this stuff, guys, goes to who spends time with the right people. So if you've got time for X amount of conversations in a week, don't you want to be talking to the right people? Qualify fast, disqualify early. Don't waste another day chasing leads that aren't a good fit, that aren't a fit. You have the tools. Need budget timing. Need budget timing. Flush that stuff out early. You can get through most calls in 8 to 12 minutes. And you know quickly. And if it's not a good fit, go ahead and say that. Say, hey, really, with all due respect, this probably isn't a good fit for us right now. Hey, we're booked out through September. And then who knows? They might say, oh, well, shoot, we were kind of thinking October anyway. Oh, really? Okay. If they mention timing and you can't meet it, say, would it be a deal breaker if I couldn't get there until X? So maybe you get by some of those expectations and perceived roadblocks, and you make it a good lead. So it takes a little bit to get the phone ringing, guys. Okay, you all spend a lot of money on leads, marketing, SEO, websites, all the social media, whether you're paying somebody to do it. So look at it very seriously when a lead comes in. We need to address this. We need to respond to it. We need to flush it out and see what's going on with it. And don't dismiss it. Make no assumptions, because sometimes I've pulled into somebody's driveway or I've given them a call on the phone thinking, oh, this is going to be a dud, right? And it ends up being a great project with great people or great job. So yeah, guys, was this helpful at all? Does it have you thinking about taking a look at the people that are on your list to talk to today? I hope so. Tomorrow, we're going to dive into referral strategy, how to turn your current network and clients into a steady stream of warm leads. So come back tomorrow at 8. We'll get some more stuff going. Mike Rudolph says, good practice. Yeah, glad you showed up today. So, but I also wanted to just take a couple of minutes and talk about what today is, which is the last day of the first quarter. So we're roughly 90 days in, guys, right? I think this is because I started 5 days early. I think this is, day 95 or something. We're closing in on 100. Good. I'm glad it was helpful, guys. Here we are, Q2. Q2 often gets overlooked, and we kind of just Q1, we kind of got out of bed, and now it's Q2, we're kind of staggering to the kitchen for a coffee, and we don't wake up till July 1st, right? So I'll challenge you this. What are the things that you can do in quarter 2 that you didn't do in quarter 1? What did you have on your list of goals in Q1 that maybe you didn't get there? Maybe you just do a little bit of a gut check. Pull those things out. Or take your income, your revenue goal, not your income, your revenue goal for 2025, divide it by 4 and see if that number equals what you did in Q1. Are you ahead or behind? Is there something you need to adjust in the second quarter? Why not get out ahead of it? Matthew Tolman is here. Great post this morning. I saw your post, Matt. It was great. You've done a great job. Inspiring. Yeah. Matt went to work and lost about 70 pounds in the last couple of years, doing kickboxing and eating right and taking care of himself. So I love to see it. So yeah, quarter 2, what are your goals for quarter 2? What's one big thing? And what are the sales things based on what we've talked about here with our prospecting playbook? How are you going to go at sales a little bit differently in the second quarter? Hey, maybe you're doing all this stuff and you kind of know all this stuff and it's elementary and yeah, I'm good, Bob. I just kind of, I'm just here for the jokes. That's fine. Who else can you help with their sales? Who on your team do you need to develop so that maybe at some point you can work on your business instead of in it? Yeah. I say yeah now. Remember I used to say right a lot? First 75 days was right. Day 75 through 150 is going to be yeah. Oh, well, worse habits, right? I'm not smoking. Guys, good. So anyway, I hope you have a tremendous day. If there's any way I can help you, please reach out. There's a link in this thread on Facebook to book a free 30-minute strategy call. And I, guys, when I say that, I mean it. Like, if you need some time, like you're coming here and you're supporting me and sharing this stuff out. If I can help you in some way with your business and it costs me a half an hour, I'm happy to do it. Carmen says, goal has been met for 2025, but there's room for more. Guys, maybe we got to have Carmen run these calls. Holy crap. Goal has been met for 2025. There's room for more. Yeah, 3/4 worth. Rachel says, go get Q2. If you're prospecting 1 hour a day, you'll be setting yourself up for a successful Q3. And track it. I'm terrible at tracking. I got to get better at that, whether it's nutrition or KPIs or that stuff. I don't know what it is with me. It's something I would love to get better at by actually doing. For some reason, I'm not a tracker. I'm a do more. I would just as soon do twice as much work than track the work I did. I don't know what it is. I got a block with that. So, but yeah, guys, go out and get it in quarter 2. At least recognize that it's tomorrow starts a new quarter. Close the book on last quarter. What did we learn? What were the lessons? Where did we go wrong? What went well? And as my friend Ben Newman always says, what were the habits and disciplines that worked best for you in quarter 1? What were the habits and disciplines that you kind of need to leave behind in quarter 1? And then the final question he always asks when I'm on his calls is, what is your biggest opportunity over the next 30 days? And then pour into that. Yeah, Tony Botaya says, I agree. Love it. Good picks this weekend, Tony. Saw you with your daughter and the daddy-daughter dance. That's good stuff. Probably my 5 favorite pictures of all time are the 5 years in a row that Bailey and I hit that daddy-daughter dance. Just good stuff. And you could kind of see year to year. And I only have the the Polaroid of it. So, but I took a picture of all 5 together. I'll see if I can find that. Post it up for you guys. So good stuff. You're doing it right, man. Ladies, gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed it today. I hope you got something out of it, a little nugget here or there. Share it out if you would, please. We get, I'm not getting paid for this, but we do. It does help. And I'm getting some exposure and got an invite to be on a fairly well-known podcast, which is kind of cool. So I'll let you guys know about that. I'm excited about that and doing some things and continuing, by the way, to work with Tyler Kirk and Legacy Media on the website. And he probably has a better word for it, but I kind of call it a soft rebrand, going from this logo here to something that was really done by a professional digital media marketing expert. So if you guys are struggling with your website or your brand or what you're up to, hit me up and I'll get you in touch with Tyler. He's a great dude, and he does all the back end stuff, all the stuff you see from Ben Newman comes from Tyler. And he's just done a fantastic job with it over the years. So I'm excited about that. And May 1st is coming, and hopefully we'll hit our date with our website. And anytime he asks me for something, I get it right back to him. So I don't want to hold this up. So Tony says, best day of the year, man. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, thank you, Mike. I appreciate you coming. Share this out if you don't mind. Send it to somebody. Maybe it's a young person that's just starting out in business and needs to hear some of this stuff. We'll keep hammering away tomorrow. We're going to talk about a referral strategy, how to turn your current network and clients into a steady stream of warm leads. All right. See you guys tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Kick ass, take names today. If you need me, let me know. Shoot me a DM, smoke signal, whatever. I'm here. Take care, guys.